May I come in, sir?
Come in.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon. Sit down. Tanmay is from Bihar.
Yes, sir.
After he did his chemical engineering in 2017
Yes, sir.
from IIT Kharagpur,
Yes, sir.
he has been working. He worked in BPCL for just 2 months.
Yes, sir.
Then you went to ONGC.
Yes, sir.
There you are still working.
Yes, sir.
The past 7-8 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell us what ONGC has been doing. Why have we failed to get oil for us?
Sir, ONGC is into the exploration and production business in the upstream part mainly. Lately, ONGC has also transitioned into the downstream business by purchase of MRPL and HPCL. So ONGC is working both in offshore fields and the onshore fields. So offshore fields like Mumbai High and Krishna Godavari Basin is there. The onshore fields are in Assam, Jorhat, Sivsagar, in Gujarat also, 𝐾𝐞𝐬. Apart from this, ONGC is also having a subsidiary, ONGC Videsh Limited, which is working in foreign countries. So, and ONGC has recently also come up with ONGC Green Energy in order to look into the renewable aspect. Sir, as per as the second part is there, so we have a demand of 260 MMTPA and the domestic production is only 30 MMTPA. So we import close to 85% of the crude oil, which is roughly 130 billion USD. So this is a very huge chunk, and definitely we are not upgrading on that. There have been recent discovery also in terms of Bengal field, Vindhya Basin, and there is an ongoing exploration in Balia in UP also. But these projects are nowhere close to at what rate our demand is increasing, and that's why ONGC is now transitioning into the renewable space.
Okay. In Bengal, are you facing some problem regarding land?
Sir, land acquisition is definitely a concern in Bengal, the Ashoknagar oil and gas field. In order to utilize that, there needs to be a much more collaboration between the ONGC and the local people. Local people in general in Bengal, they do protest, and that's why there has been a delay in execution of that. This is relatively less in Gujarat, where normally we can see a bit more fast-paced cooperation between the government and the local people.
Okay. You mentioned about ONGC shifting into renewables.
Yes, sir.
What are they doing?
Sir, in the ONGC own establishment, there has been solar parks and wind parks also in the Kutch area. In fact, in ONGC Hazira, we also have 15 megawatt solar plant. But apart from that, in the recent India Energy Week, which happened from 11 to 14th Feb, ONGC along with NTPC has purchased Ayana Renewable Energy, which was started as a startup from Karnataka, and now that startup is producing 5 gigawatt of renewable energy, and by this year it will add further 10 gigawatt. So definitely purchase of this Ayana Renewable Energy will further boost the ONGC renewable thing.
Is it solar or both solar and wind?
So the idea is the hybrid, both solar and wind, but Ayana Renewable is mainly into the solar. The projects are like the ONGC green projects are targeting both solar and wind. So in latter stage, we can see development in offshore wind projects also. Currently, we do not have any offshore wind installation.
Recently, there was a news item regarding grid stability.
Yes, sir.
With respect to solar power.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell us something more about it?
Sir, one of the major problem of solar energy is it is intermittent. So we do not have solar energy throughout the day at that level. So at 1 p.m. We can have the maximum potential. So in order to harness it, there is requirement of grid mechanism. But combining this solar grid into the normal grid has not been achieved in many states. So in states like Gujarat, there has been a better collaboration, and that's why we can see industries working on the solar power project, and they are through the grid they are sending this. But in many areas, this hybrid grid system we are not able to progress.
Okay, then I have two questions. One,
Yes. Yes, sir.
what are we doing to store power from solar energy?
Okay.
Are we doing anything? And my second question is, why are we going for solar, wind energy, which are so much dependent on the weather and climate conditions?
Yes, sir.
And the stability of the power the grid is disturbed.
Yes, sir.
Should we go for solar and wind energy in such a great way?
Sir, regarding the first thing, storage of solar energy, sir, normally the focus is to integrate it with the grid system. But apart from that, there has been areas of development in development of battery storage in order to harness it. But this area is relatively at a very nascent stage. And now the focus is only to connect with the grid system, either from the industry or from the solar rooftop areas. As far as the second thing is there, we are focusing towards solar and wind and other forms of energy because the current forms of energy in terms of fossil fuel use is unsustainable, both in terms of climate change and also in terms of its availability. Considering the way our country is growing, it is very essential to have other forms of energy, and that's why we are focusing on solar, wind, as well as the nuclear energy, because the recent budget has also focused on small modular reactors, and the target is now 100 gigawatt by 2047. So that's that.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
you're from Bihar.
Yes, sir.
What are the things you like about Bihar and why?
Sir, there are many things to like about Bihar. The first one is its historical past, the rich historical past from Mauryan period to Gupta period. Second thing is it was an ancient educational hub. National University and Nalanda University and Taxila University was there. In the current time also, we can see Bihar is blessed with young demography. 22 years is the median age, and definitely if we are able to scale it enough and give technology, then it can be the driver of economic growth. And fourth would be a much personal. I like the food and the places nearby.
Litti chokha you like?
So litti chokha is just one variant, but apart from that, there are many. Like as simple as the simple food, like.
Okay, you dislike anything about Bihar?
Sir, I would say there are scope of improvements in Bihar. So definitely, if we see the agriculture, there are Bihar is able to produce a lot in agriculture. It is the third state in terms of production of fruits and vegetable. It produces it produces rice. Like among the state, it is rank 1, and in other domains, it is also producing one of the largest in terms of amount. But in terms of productivity, if we see, close to 70 to 75% of the population is employed in agriculture, and if we see its contribution to GSDP, it is only roughly 20 to 22%. So in that area, definitely can progress be there. But apart from that, there are aspects like tourism also. If we see, Bihar is blessed with a lot of tourism sites, but compared to many other states which are harnessing their tourism potential, Bihar is unable to harness it. So
have you been to the glass bridge in Rajgir?
No, sir, I didn't.
Why are so many tourists visiting there?
Sir, it is one of its kind, because having a glass bridge at such a height was not there at any other place apart from China. So it was a concept which was prevalent in China. So continuing that concept in Rajgir is
Why is that the glass bridge does not break, but the other bridges fall down in Bihar?
Sir, as far as the other bridges are concerned, there is a technical reason also. Those bridges are built on the river beds, and the river in Bihar are infamously for scorching thing. Scorching means the water flow is that much high that it erodes the bed, and that's why the bed stability is compromised. Apart from that, there has been issues like sand mining, because of which bed stability has been compromised. That's
Okay. Let us come to our neighbors.
Yes.
My last question. We have Pakistan and Sri Lanka,
Yes, sir.
who are IMF bailouts.
Yes, sir.
Bangladesh is in turmoil. Nepal is seeking monarchy back. Myanmar and Afghanistan are failed states. There is low inter-regional integration. Can we grow without regional cooperation?
Sir, I do agree that if we see our neighborhood, there are a lot of hiccups, and there have been hiccups in the past also, but on a long time frame, India is able to restore ties with every country. As far as the regional cooperation part is there, definitely regional cooperation is very essential thing, and India believes in that concept. India follows the neighborhood first policy. In the recent budget also, if we can see, India has laid out grants for Bhutan, as well as countries like Maldives also, in which India witnessed India Out campaign. So this shows that all these things are temporary events. The way India balances its relation with other players through regional cooperation, I think the cooperation turns out in a very positive light in the long run.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Tanmay, you've mentioned that your mother retired. She retired from which position?
Ma'am, she was a teacher, so she retired.
As a teacher?
Yes.
Okay. And she was teaching in a private school or a government school?
Ma'am, she was teaching in a government school as a contract teacher.
In a contract children, okay. So, and your father is engaged in agriculture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, can we say that, the government had a target of doubling farmers' income? This was recommended. So, can we say that government has failed in being able to double the farmer income, given that the income is that very low?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would say government has taken many steps in order to uplift the farmers' income, but in practicality, the rate at which other sectors are growing, the service sector, manufacturing sectors are growing, the agriculture sector is not growing at that pace. And one of the major reason is integration of technology has not been up to that extent, and that's why farmers' income has not been achieved to that level that government has thought of. But if we see the recent budget also, there has been focus on much more integration of technology also, and much more focus on specific agriculturally backward districts. So I think with the way we are integrating technology, maybe in future we can uplift.
Can you mention few technologies which can be utilized in agriculture?
Ma'am, technology can be integrated at different stages of agriculture. At the input level, we can have things like nano urea. So it is still not that much prevalent. Powder urea is still very much prevalent. So we can increase that thing. Another thing is in terms of like in Bihar, we have started a concept like drone Didi. So drone Didi concept is empowering the rural women so that they can utilize the drones in order to spray the pesticide. So if we are able to contribute it, then like both the female empowerment will be there, and also the agricultural productivity would be there. Third thing would be in terms of precision agriculture. If we shift it to the agricultural management part, AI can also be used in terms of improving the supply chain and logistic thing. So currently we are not having proper cold storage facilities. So if we are able to utilize it in order to build the infrastructure and to also properly navigate all these agricultural commodity, definitely technology can benefit.
Okay. Drone Didi also has a problem built in, which is the feminization of agriculture. Yes. So why is there this incidence of feminization of agriculture?
Ma'am, one of the major reasons that I can think of is if we see the land holding distribution, then only 13% land are registered in the name of females. So they contribute towards the agriculture. They work as a free labor also, but their name is not on the papers. So that's why this discrepancy is there. So with Drone Didi, definitely at least we can bridge that gap.
Yes. No, my concern is that when we say feminization of agriculture, there are more women laborers in the fields as compared to men, is what is said. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the reasons why more women than men working in agriculture, yet the women are not empowered?
Ma'am, if we see how the society structure have changed, a lot of men from the rural areas have migrated to the urban cities. And in villages, we have population comprising of female predominantly. And that's why we have seen that females are much more into agriculture right now. So that's one.
Okay, and my last question to you is that one of your hobbies is strength training.
Yes, ma'am.
So why do we do strength training? What's the advantages for you or for a person?
Ma'am, my purpose of strength training was to increase the muscle mass. Like when I started doing strength training, I was 55 kg, and so I gained a good weight after that. Like earlier, my intensity was quite high because I really wanted to develop muscle. Now I just want to maintain it, so my intensity is relatively less. So
okay. Any other advantages of strength training?
Apart from the physical fitness, there is focus on the mental strength also. Ma'am, I'm a working person. I am aspiring to be a civil servant, so I need to be very much active while preparation also. So I think a good reason that I was able to concentrate on studies was strength training.
You are working in a very good position in ONGC.
Yes, ma'am.
You're drawing a good salary. When
yes,
you get selected and you start working as a civil servant, probably your day will be more unbalanced.
Yes,
there will be more hours working and your salary will be lesser. What prompts you to become a civil servant?
Yes, ma'am. I'm aware that there will be salary reduction, and salary is just the one component. After working for 7 years, I have also realized that civil service can give me a much bigger platform in terms of leadership position, in terms of diversity of work. This is somewhat which is restricted in my current profile, which is predominantly a technical domain. I personally feel that through civil service, I can work at the grassroots level to the policy implementation level also. So I think that would be an honor to work, and that's why I'm aspiring to be a civil servant.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Tanmay, you are from IIT Kharagpur.
Yes, sir.
Which hostel in IIT KGP?
Azad Hall, sir.
Azad Hall?
Yes.
Okay, what is this hall culture in IIT KGP which is totally different from other IITs here?
Yes, sir. So normally in IIT Kharagpur, we think hostel is a very singular term. It does not signify the unity. Hall is much more which signifies unity and brotherhood. IIT Kharagpur is the oldest IIT, and we have this culture that if you belong to certain hall, then you feel pride about it.
There is an element of solidarity among you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have mentioned in your detailed application form that you have National Safety Aptitude Certification, July 2024.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you, Tanmay, if you are appointed as a Chief Secretary of a state such as Bihar,
yes, sir.
how you will develop safety aptitude among its people? Because in India, we have the concept of Rab Rakha, right?
Sir, I would like to focus on multiple aspects in order to develop the safety aptitude. The very first thing would be the knowledge about safety aptitude, and rather than having a fixed, it would be a much contextual one. So depending upon what kind of industries or in general safety we talk about, the knowledge would be in that aspect. The second thing is in terms of training aspect, because safety is something which requires experience, and theoretical portion will not give us the confidence of implementing it. So the way mock drills are conducted, the way people need to resonate with the idea that whom to connect in case of any emergency, I think all these needs to be done, and I would focus on that aspect also. So broadly, these two areas.
You see, you are from ONGC, you're working in ONGC.
Yes, sir.
There are various serious allegations on ONGC. That there are allegations that ONGC is basically government firm who is responsible for figuring out where the gas is present for mining, but the real benefits are driven by Reliance Industry. If you are appointed as a petroleum secretary, how you will address these serious threats, challenges? There is an element of crony capitalism present.
Sir, I think the exploration and production business is quite a risky business and quite a lucrative business. So with that, there comes a need of accountability and secrecy also, because if we are in anyhow leaking all these information, it would be a loss to the company and the government. So definitely the very first thing would be to infuse the accountability and secrecy so that there should not be any breach of information. Second thing is, I personally feel in terms of technology, we lack compared to many private players. So we need to have a much better form of technology so that the fields that we are working on should not be leveraged by any other private sector just because they have an advantage of technology. So these two will be the major area, but the very first thing, the accountability thing, I think that would be a very much concerned thing. Because any leak of information can lead to loss of crores of rupee, and this has been also seen in the Krishna-Godavari dispute also.
Okay. In one of your interactions with our Honorable Chairman, you said that Takshila is in Bihar. You think that Takshila is in Bihar?
Sorry, sir, if I have for that. Nalanda University and Vikramshila University is in Bihar.
So where is Takshila?
So Takshila University is in current Pakistan region.
Okay.
So
In Punjab province of Pakistan.
yes.
Right. Okay. You see, the biggest challenge for any oil PSUs of India is to face the falling oil prices. So what is your strategy as a bureaucrat, as a civil servant, to counter this falling oil prices so that the profitability of the PSUs remains in the picture?
Sir, if whenever there is a fall in oil price, the upstream sectors are like the companies like ONGC, they are getting less profit, but the downstream sectors are getting more profit because they are receiving oil at a very cheap rate. So my proposal would be different for a different thing. So considering or companies like ONGC, I think companies like ONGC need to target.
Give me specifics, Tanmay. I want to go into specifics, not into the general discussion. What are the specifics initiative as a civil servant you suggest to counter these challenges so that the profitability of your company remains into the picture? So
the first one is in terms of increasing domestic production.
Okay.
Second thing, in order to combat the volatility, foreign subsidiary like ONGC Videsh needs to have a much balanced MOU with the foreign players so that these volatility risks can be avoided. Third thing would be in terms of increasing diversity so that the volatility impact can be reduced. For example, right now we have shifted towards the Russian crude oil. So if we are now purchasing US crude oil also, there will be a bit more diversity. So if any global volatility would be there, we can switch to another where we have deep discounting.
Okay. Tanmay, you are having mathematics as your option subject.
Yes, sir.
How mathematics will help you in taking a good decisions when you come into the civil services? And tell me the specific areas of mathematics which help you in a good decision making.
Sir, I can think of both the direct and indirect applications. So if I have to be very specific and tell you the direct areas, it would be like the concept like differential calculus. It helps in projecting the rate at which the population will grow, the economy will grow, and it will help us in calculating the rough idea about the fund allocations also. In terms of linear programming, so linear programming helps in optimization of resource. So if we have 4 vendors and 4 different types of resource constant, then using knowledge of mathematics, I can figure out how to distribute, how to diversify our resources. The same thing can be utilized in terms of like the way we import oil. If I have to give the indirect thing, I would say maths in general develop the problem solving and analytical attitude, and this helps in following the facts and data and the way we are shifting towards the data's graphs, pie chart representation. I think maths knowledge will be definitely useful in that regard.
Okay. Over to you, sir.
From where we import crude oil, apart from Russia?
Sir, if we go by December 2024 stats, Russia was the first one, 31%. It was followed by Saudi Arabia, 24%, then Iraq, then UAE.
And what about LNG?
Sir, if we see LNG, Qatar is the first one. Then we have USA as the second one. Then we have UAE, Algeria, and so on.
Okay, you are saying that 𝐶𝐞𝐨 was university, isn't it? It was a university or Gurukul side type system?
Sir, in ancient time, it was more like a Gurukul system. So it was a much more well-connected way in which teachers and students were not having that much formal way of learning, but more kind of informal and...
Name 2 or 3 teachers of 𝐶𝐞𝐨.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of.
Okay, you don't know Chanakya? You know Panini? Okay. What was the difference between Vikramshila and Nalanda?
Sir, Nalanda University was founded by Kumaragupta, and it was during
That
the
does
Gupta
not matter who founded it. What is the difference between the both?
with Vikramshila University.
Yes, and Nalanda.
Sir, I'm not very sure of the context, but by the time Vikramshila University was founded, we had the Buddhist regime. So there was a focus on Buddhist aspects more, but I'm not very...
Even in Nalanda, there was a focus on Buddhist.
Yes.
Okay. Honorable Chairman was asking about wind energy and solar energy.
Yes, sir.
In your opinion, which energy is more economically viable and technically feasible for India?
Sir, if we see the cost of production of electricity by solar energy, it is roughly 2.5 rupees per unit. But if we compare it to thermal value is close to 6 rupees per unit. So there is a difference in that. So in terms of economy, definitely solar energy is a much better alternative. But at our current rate, we do not have that much level of expansion of solar energy. And that's why from battery storage department, from institutional grade system, if we consider all the other factors, it is relatively still in a relatively nascent stage compared to what we have in thermal storage. But 5 years down the line, I can see only solar energy will be a much more economically feasible also and technically superior also.
Geography and trend does it matter?
Sir, it also matters. Sorry for not mentioning that. India lies in that region that India is very much blessed with the solar energy and the subtropical region of India. So definitely geographically we also have an advantage.
Okay, you are from farmer family. There was a farmer unrest in India some time ago. Why it was in Punjab and Haryana area only, not other parts of the country? What was the reason?
So there has been more representation from the Punjab and Haryana side because APMC structure is prevalent in Punjab and Haryana side. The MSP procurement that we do is mainly prevalent in Punjab and Haryana side. In fact, I can recall a data from Mr. MS Swaminathan report that only
That's okay, but why it is so But it is like this.
Sir, because we have a organized APMC structure there, and
Why? Is it related to Green Revolution movement?
Yes, Green Revolution has benefited Punjab and Haryana to a very good extent because, and overall the income has improved, and that's why we can see a very good structure present there. In parts, other parts like Bihar, still many farmers uses old seeds and they do not go for the high yielding variety of seeds because the availability of seed banks is also low, and the farmer resort to the older practices. This is somewhat different in Punjab and Haryana, and that's why.
My last question, who can serve better, engineer or administrator?
Sir, I would say an engineer who can be an administrator, because the way things are changing, I think one needs to have a much more balanced opinion about everything. The way AI technologies
So it
have
should be
also-
reserved for engineers?
No, sir, I would say it's the skill that matters. If anyone who can possess all
Okay,
these
thank
skills.
you, sir.
Tanmay,
Yes, sir.
your interview is not too far away.
Yes, sir.
It's on 19 March.
Yes, sir.
I think you are giving good focused answers. You look prepared, well prepared for
Thank
the
you, sir.
interview. You must have attended some mocks before?
Yes, sir. Sir, this is going to be my last mock. So,
Okay.
okay. So I have given few mocks, and I got all types of feedback. So earlier
What kind of feedbacks?
Sir, earlier my energy used to be a little low because I used to relate being humble is proportional to how calm you are giving answer. But I got the feedback that you are low on energy on that aspect. Second thing, earlier
Today you are not low on energy.
Okay,
So
thank
you've
you.
learned from the feedback.
Yes, sir. Second thing, I got the opinion that you are getting elaborative on many things. So I was trying to be in the point format. I know I'm still a bit more elaborative. So that was second. Third thing was in terms of IR knowledge mainly. So and other knowledge gap. So I used to give mock a month before. So in that duration, I tried to work on that aspect. So,
You think you are low on IR knowledge?
sir, right now I've studied a lot in terms of IR, but still there will be some kind of gap. But I learned how to say sorry if I'm not very sure of this, rather than guessing. In this Nalanda and Vikramshila University, I could have utilized that thing, but it fall under my
You
DAF
should
category.
have said I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Because giving a wrong answer
Yes, sir.
is bad.
Yes, sir.
And you will also feel nervous.
Yes, sir.
You have given a wrong answer, unsure about an answer. You say don't know, it's much better.
Yes, sir.
Your answer on our neighbors
Yes, sir.
could have been improved. Like
Okay.
the kind of things we are doing on connectivity between
Like detailing on
country-
that aspect.
countries,
Yes.
how we helped Sri Lanka.
Hmm.
Okay. So there are many other aspects also. Answers could be better.
Yes, sir.
Your answer on Bihar was quite good. You don't dislike anything.
Yes.
What you dislike is the low productivity.
Hmm.
That was a good answer. And I think you should be doing well. You're quite well prepared.
Thank you, sir.
My panel members will give you their
Thank you,
feedback.
sir.
Tanmay, you have worked on most of the feedbacks that were given to you, and very rightly, this should be your last interview because you were good.
Thank
I will just say all the best. You had very practical answers. You were thinking them through,
Yes, ma'am.
which is how you should be in your interview. You've
Okay.
given interviews before this?
No, ma'am, this is my first.
Interview.
Yes.
Hopefully your last.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Tanmay, I have only one thing for you. Best of luck. Okay,
you, sir.
do well and have confidence, and don't. The only thing is, just try to just reduce your hand movement here if it is possible.
Okay.
That is the only thing. Otherwise, you're good. You are ready to go.
I'll also say sit a little more straight. You're slouching a little.
थोड़ा और पीछे बैठो
नीचे से पीछे हो.
Yeah, this is the way.
This is the way.
You were slouching. Just sit straight.
थोड़ा सा
And try to have a professional tie if it is possible. Which suit you're going to wear on your D-Day?
Sir, somewhat similar to yours. Like,
Okay.
this is, I've already dry cleaned that, so,
Okay,
so I have
perfect.
prepared it.
Then it's fine. Then it's fine. And try to have a good haircut, yeah. Right?
Okay.
That tell him the hairdresser to have an officer's cut, yeah. Small side locks
Okay,
and short hair on the side, a little bit on that, yeah. Okay.
okay,
Okay.
I will take care.
And sit straight.
Okay.
All the best.
Over to you, sir.
you have clear about idea about do's and don'ts, in my opinion. You know 𝐕𝐢𝐝 it's not a technical question.
Yeah.
How can you know? It was dominated by Vajrayana, that 𝐕𝐢𝐝.
Yes, sir.
And that was the Mahayana, but some secular traits were there at Nalanda.
Yes.
The other subjects also were taught. Knowledge, good, not bad. Communication, good. Confidence, good. Analytical ability, good. Body language, बस बैठने में थोड़ी दिक्कत है मुझे, और कोई नहीं है. Problem solving skill, good. Qualities, good. Attitude, good. Everything, every box ticked. They forgot. Go. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you.
All the best.
All
All
the
the
best.
best, yeah.